doing everything this morning.
I know. Well, now I'm thinking about all the hard things that I threw out the window because I
Right.
didn't want them to be too hard.
It's all good. I know last night, I had a smaller group. And I did some harder stuff and like,
Yeah.
well, enterprise. That's on. Here, do you want to look bigger? Instead of this, see how big I am?
Oh, yeah.
Look how big I am.
I know.
I can squish Cheryl. Sorry. Oh, it's gonna be that day.
It's gonna be that day. I don't know if we want a record of this.
So this is what I like, because we don't have to like do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you and your what you like. I don't really like being on video, so
You
I've
love-
just been putting up with it, and now you're making it even worse.
Yeah.
No one needs to zoom in.
See, then I can really like. I'm better now.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be one of those classes.
Okay. There it is. I was like, where'd it go?
Your water.
Yeah, just to make sure, because usually I leave it other places and I put it where it goes and. Find it.
Ah, goodness. And that flip flopper thing is kind of a little creepy because of how much, like
Yeah, the distinction between the two.
yeah, they look like actual flippers instead of feet. It's,
And I was like, oh.
it's cool, but it's,
But I was looking for something else and that just happened to pop up and I'm like, oh, you gotta share that with Cheryl. So people actually know it's a real thing, it's not just,
yeah.
oh, I worked out foot exercises because I was just looking for a gift. And yeah,
It's a thing. And we kind of did that last time.
oh, I'm smiling somewhere really deep right now.
You know, it's like, feels good, but it's so bad at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta start out with a whole, even if I change all the other stuff, you gotta at least.
Yeah, get through it. Well, actually, there's a lot of times now that I'm starting to do that straddle front back stretch for the hip flexor and stuff before we even get moving too much. So yesterday I slowed down the step because when they were stepping down, so they'd step up with neutral feet, but when they step down, they'd toe out. Like, what are y'all doing that for?
Open.
So. Been doing a lot of corrective stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if I do that. I naturally walk with I've got this stuff going on.
But it's been kind of interesting. So today on Aging My Rhythm, I'm doing live feed about the foot and toe exercise stuff.
And then make friends.
Yeah.
And then roll them together. Let's go in a motion up, around, front, up, and front, up, around, front, up, front, and forward, around, front, three, around, front, two, and one. Can we go the other way? I don't know, can we? I guess. It's weird. But also good, although this ankle is clicking. It's like clank around front.
Go. Stop. think.
What are you going different directions?
Mm-hmm. Push, pull.
Oh, alright. It clipped my, like here in my shin. I don't know if I'm doing the same thing you are. They're basically, yeah, going.
So, no, you're going, so they're still going out. So push one down, pull one up. Circle around. Push, pull. Oh, I see. Push, pull, circle around. Push, pull, circle around. I have
It's still clicking.
that. But it makes your brain go.
Yes, it does. That's awesome.
That's what Darren's brain is doing,
Yes.
because that's what they're having to do. They're like, you know, this. Yes, that's what I want.
There you go. How about some flippers? I guess we'll call them flippers.
Flippers. I know, do I look like, I don't look like that chick on.
I don't know. I can't see the mirror. I don't know what I look like.
I think it's because she has such a hard point.
Yes, because this goes over way more.
Yeah.
So it makes it look unnatural.
Yeah. But I'm like, no, mine was like flat. Hers like almost such.
Yeah, I have a little bit of curve, like there's a little bit, but not like.
Yeah, she was like super crazy. Yes. The whole thing is you can even see your calves. I mean, there's other stuff, not just your ankles that are happening.
Yes.
Squats are working, core's working, she should basic that, but.
And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. So, what I was thinking about.
Okay. All better.
So you can do this like 5 zillion different ways, but they're basically, I hate to say the P word, not usually all about the P word, but they're technically side planks. But I like them because there's a bunch of variations so you can modify to what hurts and what doesn't hurt. But I think the important thing is making sure your elbow is right under your shoulder. You don't want to have this action going on, right? So just make sure they're stacked. And the one that I was thinking about starting with is the bottom leg bent. So that knee's bent. You want to make sure that your whole body from this arm all the way up and over is in a straight line, right? So none of this business. And then with the knee bent, and let's not worry about that toe. We're just gonna come up and down, and that's all it is. Up and down, up and down, up and down, 4 and down, 3, and it's really about trying to get those hips off the ground. And then last time, hold it.
So the funny thing is, you were doing this last night.
I think that's funny, because sometimes I feel like there's a link between us sometimes. And come on down.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Only difference is they have a stability ball, so it's a little different than what we're doing, but we were doing side planks last night. Because it's done.
And with the knee bend, it kind of gives you a little more, you're not worrying about the teeter back and forth if your feet were together. You can also do them with the feet long. We were doing bending, because I thought that would be the easiest one to start with. So again, make sure that elbow is right below your shoulder, body's in a nice straight line. Even I had to move my feet a little bit, I was a little back, right? And so up and down, up.
It's such a graceful line.
Isn't it? And look, you're doing arm stuff, you've got abs going on, helping you go up and down, and holding it when you do. My body is scooching or something. It's the fat. I'm rolling on my rolls of fat. That's what's going on. 4, and 3, and 2, and hold that last one. My knee keeps falling off the end of my mat. Oh. And come on down. Yeah. So there's that.
Yes. And I was like, and stretch.
And stretch. The other thing that I wanted to do was the sort of lower back, right, bend. Right? So if you're on your knees, you can kind of hold onto your heel or your ankle. Right? So first make sure you're up nice and straight, right? When you reach back, you really don't want to turn a whole lot, right? You just want to reach that hand back to help your back. And then if you can lift that arm. And clearly you can feel it in your lower back, but what I like is that you can also feel it down in front of your quads and all kinds of things. Come on down. And again, you don't want to do a whole lot of turning, right? You just want to go straight back. Your arm goes back to help you, right? Great shot of the camera. There's my arm again. Maybe someday we'll do a bridge. Not on our knees, that would be hard. But that's 2. You gotta be really flexible for 2. So let's just stick with the 1. So we don't.
Yoga blocks.
Yoga blocks.
Would help.
It would. Yes.
And you're using, so there's 2 versions. I like this one because it's definitely more front and back. And then you have the wide knees, big toes touch with rotation.
Oh,
I don't know if you've done that.
I have not done those. Let's do those too.
So-
Since we're here.
Make sure you're pushing your big toes together,
Yes.
and then it locks your butt in.
Yes.
I know, it's like, yes. And this one, you actually do want to flip around or your heel. And then sit up. You can definitely feel the hip flexors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Well, because you can push more.
right. And it's a different base.
My my quad muscles are like, what are you doing, Chicky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. It's one of those day spots.
But it's kind of nice having the different positions in the legs.
Yes.
Because I like them where they're squared up, and then I like them when they're turned out, so. it just-
Well, and you get different stuff happening. So those are very nicely complementary. Just for giggles. How about a leg? Yeah, did you hear all that? It's like snack crackle and pop going on down here. So I'm bent. You can do this so many different ways, but this is sort of the one-on-one way. And you can grab, I like the inside of my heels. Some people grab ankles if they can't quite get all the way up. And then bring that leg up straight. And there's definitely a big difference when your toe is pointed.
Yeah.
Versus like so this one. And if you wanted to, you could switch.
So what I like about this one is that I can put my foot in a good position and push up to the heel.
Yes.
And it makes you stretch.
Like I can feel the sides of my knees. It's a weird thing to stretch, but that's what I can feel when I'm doing this.
Actually, I can get in. But pay attention, right? And try to make sure that leg is straight up and down. I get more inner thigh as well.
Yep.
But if I let it float forward, I'm gonna back my leg.
Oh, yeah.
It's called cheating.
That's called cheating. That's cheating. You don't do that around here. Make sure you don't sink into your shoulder while you're stretching. You might as well do the other leg.
You know, it's, you're with the old women.
I'm gonna start with my heel again, with the pointed toe. Oh, this leg does not want to do work. Oh, this one is like,
Yeah.
what is up?
So I can go to a pointed toe easier than I can do a flex foot.
Yes. And because we're holding our heel, it's actually kind of making our foot point like that. It's sort of helping the whole process. And again, don't shrink down into your shoulder. And then if after a little bit, you can switch to flex.
I think what people don't think about when they're doing stuff like this is that, okay, yeah, I'm holding on my foot, but then I'm thinking, oh, I need to lift my chest.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do this. It's a constant body check because we get focused on, oh, hold your foot. Oh, let me put my leg back over. Wait, what?
Well, and it's even more for me because I can't see me. So a lot of times when I'm teaching, I can see me in the mirror so I know if my form looks good. But when I don't have that in front of me, I'm like, am I slouching? Am I like, what's going on? Is this leg? Is
So
where?
honestly, that's why I not teach it in front of you, because it makes me go, feel the body. Instead of just visually going, oh, I'm strong. I should have already had that recognized.
Agreed.
So, when I have a dance partner in front of me that is shrinking down, I know, I'm like, oh man, I'm shrinking down, stand up.
Yeah.
Trying to make this just a habit.
Yeah.
Versus an afterthought.
Absolutely. Let's stand up and do some things. Oh my goodness.
You know what?
If your legs still work, that is.
Yeah, so that's really awesome.
They're definitely,
I'm thinking, oh, I cannot hardly wait to dance with Jonathan. As my knees give out.
So, in honor of stretching the heck out of our legs today, I actually just did something which I think I'm going to use. So, we're going to do some circles, which are not very graceful, by the way, but when we add other stuff to it, it will be a little bit more graceful. See? But at any rate, when you lift your foot, you're going to point your toe, and it's going to come out. It's like around that. I would say, actually, it's better starting in fourth, right? So that you have that position with your hips. And then when you bring it up around back, you have a better, but you're really trying to poke your knees out to the side. You don't get this anywhere else, folks.
I'm laughing because one works really well, and the other one goes around flat. And I can feel it, it's like, well, stop it, you know, make that pretty curve.
Yeah.
It's not making a pretty
All right,
curve.
finally got to where I wanted. So again, fourth position, right? And up around that, up around that. Up around that.
You can do it.
Two more. So I move back into my, I wonder if going front is better. All right, let's start with this leg since it's in the back and around in front. Oh, it makes my arms too big. My arms don't help.
I know, it's like, and.
Oh, that was ugly.
I meant to do this.
Right.
I want you to.
Oh my goodness.
And concentrate, and concentrate.
And concentration. So take that same motion and let's do,
I was going to turn music on and just didn't, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I was thinking that when my brain started doing this. So it's like balance A,
Okay.
but it starts with one of these. So we're gonna go side, back, step, side, back, step, side, back, step, side, back, step. All right, let's start again. Really? Just keep it fresh, people. Right, balance A, side, back, step, right? Is the basic move. Side, back, step, side. Now you're gonna lift a little bit, like you're stepping over a fence. You're like, oh, I need to go over here. Now you're gonna think about pointing your toes when you lift your foot up. And I know it's a little, and then you wanna think about really the circle of that leg once your feet are doing the right thing. Right? And then, you get down up to pop, back step, pop, back step, pop, back step, pop, back step. 3, I don't know, how about 4, 3, I don't know why I started with 3, 2, and 1.
Because the brain has to work. And your brain can only do so many pieces. And then you're like, I don't know how to count, hold on. What?
Yeah, what just happened?
That's 2 steps. When I have people do weird stuff, I'm like, the words don't even come out.
Yes. You're like, I can't even process what I just saw you do. I don't even know the first thing to start to correct any of that. I understand this. So we kind of jumped right in, but we did.
Oh, good.
You missed earlier. You were looking somewhere else, and the policeman walked by the window and waved in at us.
Oh, nice.
So I waved back, and he just. So we're being watched.
Perfect.
So first position, arms out, right? Plie and up. Plie and up. And again, tailbone is tucked under, right? My back is nice and straight. My shoulders are back and down. The girls are lifted. They're having a good time. Hanging out. And then let's go second. So second, down, up. Now you should be able to go a little bit lower, a little bit deeper. 4. Because we always start at 4. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now I would like to do, we're going to do plie. Actually, let's stay in plie and then up, down. Yes, plie and up, down. Yes. And I was thinking about switching, but I think we'll just do a bunch in second and then do some in first. And since we're already in second, we might as well start here. So there's a plie, and then those heels go up, down. Plie, up, down. And if your legs should be above, shoulders width apart. If you're further, you get a little bit more stretch, but you could also just. So I would say shoulders width apart is your best bet, and I am in second, right? So plie, you're really gonna think about those heels. Up, down. Plie, up, down. See, these are things that if we had a bar, we'd stand next to the bar and do things like this.
Yeah.
Or in front of the bar. But look at us with our core balance happening here.
Right.
Up, down, and one more. Plie, up, down. All right, let's see how this works in first, because there's not as much.
She took our base.
I took our base away. Now we're like very. This really is going to make you think about being up nice and tall, cinching everything up, tucking everything in, right? Because when those heels come off the floor, who knows what's going to happen? Okay, so arms up. So we plie, up, down, and open. Oh, we didn't crash and burn. Plie, up, down, and up. Because your heels kind of want to come up anyway.
Mine is double pinky toe.
Oh yeah, that's a good tip. Do not roll through the pinky toe. My big toe is in command. Actually, my weight is pretty evenly distributed.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. But the up, down is making me a little breathy, actually. Two more. Oh, I almost upped before I finished the plie part. And one more. Was that two? We don't. It was some amount.
Yeah.
All right.
So do you feel anything?
Yes. Yes. So, on a theme that we have going on here, so we did plie, heels up, heels down. How about just saute? So I'm a little breathy now, let's just finish me off, why not? But what I want those arms to do, instead of just coming here, they're gonna come here, and we're gonna saute, which means to jump. So we've got a plie, and then up, down.
Okay.
Plie, up, down. Plie, up, down. Plie, up, down. Plie, you have that little cushion before. We have a big cushion before you do plie. But there's that little cushion when you land. And your arms are actually helping you do the jump. Two more. One
I just did something totally.
and two. We're doing 500.
I was like, going, I just went out of order and I don't even know how I would have. Whatever.
But the landing portion, it's so good. Let's do arms, let's do shoulders. Big circles. While I'm walking around trying to get my breath back. And then front. We don't want to just do all legs today, that would be boring.
So what should we want?
And then up, down, up, and you're gonna flex your hands, get a little more girthy on them. Oh, 3, 2, and 1. How about front and back? Front. Take a little more time for this one. So you can really squeeze. Those shoulder blades in the back should be going open apart, close together, open apart, squeeze, right?
And this, not the front side, but the back side, is what we work with. Called back shrugs,
Back shrugs.
instead of shoulder shrugs,
Yeah,
back shrugs.
that makes sense. I don't know that I have a name for them. I'm sure there is a name. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there is one. Because there's always one.
Usually there's like 5 names. For the same move.
And if you notice, you can't see Chris, but she's doing it too. Our fingers are going front, back, front, and back. This is helping me with the squeezing. All right, how about, oh, maybe we'll do some like pretty army things. So arm second. Trying to open there. So this is right. Up and open. Up. So they come together and they open.
Yin
Yin yang. Their ships passing in the night, never the twain shall meet.
Oh, she's a poet.
And as you also notice, when I go out, thumbs are leading the way, right? So they come up, they meet, and they turn and go out. Oh, which way was I going? I was thinking about the out part so much I forgot about that.
I feel so that way.
Yes, letters.
Actually, this is similar to stuff we do in Tai Chi.
Ah,
And you really have to kind of like think, you know, going, wait, and present.
yes. Well, and if you know about that, in gymnastics, present is here.
Yes.
Like, you know, same kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, fabulous.
Yes, yes.
How about just,
I'm like,
you can do it, you can do it. One more shoulder thing, and then we'll do some calf things, and then we'll go back to the floor.
I describe it and feel everything on my shoulders just. Rice Krispies.
And again, if you notice, my wrists and my hands are bent going up and up going down, and they switch, right? Yeah, it's funny how you can forget what your arms are supposed to be doing after you've done it this many times.
Yeah.
I mean, we stretched the heck out of calf muscles, but we didn't really work the calf muscles. So maybe we should do Padavas, which is something we were doing last week, right? Which is side, front, step, side, front, step, side, front, step, right? Now we'll releve. Side, front, step, side, front, step, which is really where we should be, is an elevate to do all of this. Side, front, step. And then I'm gonna run, so back up. This is sort of a step. I'm gonna say this, I don't know how to say this in a different word, it doesn't sound dumb. It's supposed to be sort of gleeful, like, yes, it's supposed to be very happy and clancy.
Actually, it makes it easy.
Yes. But you have to know where your feet are going before you can just do the gleeful part.
Actually, running the feet was really hard because I wanted to go, instead of to the side, front, I kind of wanted to go front, that didn't work.
It's like, think of it as the opposite of balance. Say, let's just do one more set in the middle day, right? Because balance, well, it's not really though. Because in balance, say you sort of do a ball change.
Right.
This is not a ball change in front.
It still screws me up.
Okay. I won't talk about that. Let's just do it relevant. Side, front, step, side, front, step. And you can actually put a little bit of a hop. It's not really a whole hop on the front step part, but if you push off on that back leg, you get a little more distance, And the wall.
The wall was shaking.
All right, maybe one more set, because I'm that dance teacher. One more time, one more time, one more time.
And for the 19th. Right?
Yes, so arms up, elevator, slap, fronts. See, here's where music would be good for this.
Yes. I was over there. It was a plan.
I know, and I could have done it too. It's my class. Sorry. Let's have friends sit. All right, let's stretch. Because, you know,
Is it?
not that we weren't stretching before, but. How gracefully can you get up and down?
Right.
So, let's start both legs out, toes pointed, shoulders backing down, right? Chest is lifting, even though I'm sitting on the floor, my feet are sliding. All right, a little too much with the sliding there, feels. So we're up nice and tall. And we're going to use those same arms we just did. Over. Nice and slow. And come up. And over. Nice and slow. And hold it. And come up. Over. Come up. Not letting me break all kinds of rules. And hopefully you're holding the over long enough that you feel all of this stretching here. Over. I like it.
I like it too. I think people need to start being more responsible for their exercise like that. So instead of having a cue and sit here forever going, okay, I need you to push your hip, opposite hip down, I need you to reach, I need you to keep your, I mean, I don't mind keeping pieces.
Yes.
Every time we go over, don't forget that, or don't forget that.
Yeah.
But they have to go through the whole body every single time. It's
Yes.
time consuming, and instead of being able to just
Concentrate, yeah, on what you're doing exactly.
keeping, going to keep this part.
I understand.
It's that responsibility thing you have to take for our own health.
Mm-hmm. How about if we bring them together? There's not a lot of arms, you can bring them together. We could like swim.
Right?
But what we really need to do with our arms is hope and pray that we can reach closer to our toes today. Maybe not all the way to our toes for some of us. So our back is nice and straight, our chest is lifted, our shoulders are backing down, bring that up, and then reach front. And my toes are pointed. And my big toes are pushing to the floor so much that my arches are starting to cramp, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's all good.
Maybe we stay here and we flex. Oh, flex those toes. A little bit different stretch when you're flexed. I did feel, I got a little tiny bit closer. I probably, the camera didn't catch it. We did a replay. Come on up. Feet together. Our favorite. And again, up nice and tall, or however Chris can get a stretch out of this, because I try so hard to relate to your thing. I just,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me that you can't move this way. because
Yeah.
it's so
And
natural.
it's so weird because I don't have to stretch.
Yeah, that's what
It's
that's
just,
what
it's
bothers me.
just totally locked. You're like, okay.
If you put your feet out further, would it allow you to bend more? Well, maybe you start.
That is all back.
That's true.
That's the problem.
Then you're not getting any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's gonna be a happy medium, right? Where you start to get hip.
So earlier when we had the foot up, I could get a big stretch. When, let's see, we're on our back and our legs are in a V.
I don't know that my legs will go.
It's more of a balance thing
It is more of a balance thing.
at that point. But I'm trying to remember how to do it. We'll have to practice before we put it on.
Yeah, that's not. Race tag.
Right. If we had a blanket block,
Yes,
then we could learn how to do it again.
yes, and we can do it up against the wall too, which would help us.
Right.
But,
And
anyway,
I don't,
peace out.
but yeah, I get actually, so you see when I then straddle. It's not that I have a stretch in my thighs, I just can't go. And that's why I usually sit on the wall, and go out, go out.
Yeah, to help.
So when I am like pushing my chest forward here, I have to have a stretch. But it takes all of that to get a stretch in my inner thighs. I don't feel it in my hip joint at all.
It's very sad.
It is very sad, because I'm not even at 90 degrees here. I'm just smidge.
Well, because normally we would stretch straddle split, but you have to be able to control it so that you don't hurt yourself doing straddle split, which is why I don't do it that often, because it's something that's, people can really hurt themselves. But I've got to believe with your feet out to the side, that as long as you keep your shoulders over your fingertips and you're strong, I mean, I feel it more inside than outside.
Right. So what I do in yoga, or I used to do in yoga, until I switched up discipline, was we started to make smaller straddle feet floor blocks. And started this incremental going down. And that was awesome, but that was more about me than the class.
Well, when you're the only person comes to my class.
Right? Well, they, so if I round it over, it's all back stretched.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it some of my legs, but yeah, it's just weird. It really is weird, and anybody that's shaped more with narrow hips and less waist ratio to hips struggles with that.
Yes, meaning not in the wall.
Right, so curvy girls can get away with it. And I don't know if it's spacing here, that you have more torso pull,
No, because I always thought of myself as having a short torso.
but you have space between your ribcage and your pelvic crest.
Yes.
I have maybe this much
Yeah.
versus like this much.
Yeah.
And I know it seems weird, but it's.
I guess I've always thought I had a short torso because the girls are so big, it fills up a lot of the shirt.
Right.
Because I used to get petite shirts because long shirts just didn't, I don't know.
Oh. So with a shorter shirt for you, because you have hips, it makes you go, oh, look at her.
Yes.
And on me, it goes, oh, look at her. It accents the straightness.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and we should be remiss if we didn't stretch our splits. Although, I'm starting to lose hope. How long have we been doing splits?
3 years.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
I know, it's like, start slow, and then start working.
Yeah. Probably not you, but maybe somebody else who's watching this video that might do it later, has a little listen. Like me. Let's see how this goes. Of course, it's my right foot, which has not been the best one, which is weird.
Well, I have been lax on my stretching, and it's showing up here. And stretching doesn't mean quicker than muscles, flexibility, which is good.
That is a true statement if I ever heard one.
Oh, man. Because you're always working with your body. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Flexibility, yeah, not so much.
Not so much. Like hips, release my legs, let them go.
I've been stretching this like a zillion times a day now, just because of classes, so the hamstrings in comparison are super tight now. Oh, is that an excuse? Well, yes, it is. What do you do with the excuses, Jason?
Yes. All right. This was the better one. Let's see. Oh, super tight.
I was gonna say,
Nope, not the better one today. I used to do splits and not even think about it. I used to do splits and not even stretch, which is, by the way, how I hurt my leg. But for the most part, other than that was in the middle of doing a very powerful drop to the floor on purpose during a routine.
because you're warmed up and moving. Yeah.
Yeah, but I used to just be able to do a split just whenever I was doing a split.
Out of curiosity, how long ago was that?
Yeah, it's probably 30 years ago, but maybe 35 years ago. I don't know.
So, when I look at it, if you stop doing it, you have all those years of not doing it versus doing it,
Yes,
which is probably more than doing it.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, when you're younger, you're more flexible anyway, so it's easier. Yeah.
I know, it sucks, it really does.
I've just been alive so long. I know. When did that happen? When did that happen? Bye, guys.
Shoot, hope you enjoyed the comfy hour.